In an attempt to save lives, a system of warnings has been developed, but it's obviously vital that everybody hears them. When it comes to warnings, the people of Stoneville, a sleepy little town in North Carolina, know only too well the difference that even a couple of minutes can make. On the afternoon of March 20th, 1998, the staff at Stoneville Elementary School received a warning to take cover from an approaching tornado. But two people had already left. Nancy Mitchell and her daughter Beth were blissfully unaware of the danger. On their way home, they stopped to visit Nancy's mother and switched on the TV.
We sat down and watched just a few minutes of one of the programs, and there was no warning on the TV. And as soon as we left there, when we went out the door, the wind had started to blow, and it had gotten a little dark, like a thunderstorm may be coming up. But that wasn't unusual either.
She was wrong. This particular storm was very unusual.
Beth said, "Mother, it's a tornado, what are we going to do?" The first thing I thought of was trying to protect Beth, and what could we do?
It was closing quickly. Vulnerable in their car, Nancy looked for a place to run.
I knew that a car was not a safe place to be, but we didn't have time to get out. I told her to crouch down as low as she could get and pray. And as it got closer to, I could see the debris that it had picked up twirling around, and I ducked my head, and that was the last thing I remember seeing.
When the tornado hit Nancy's car, it was just outside the town's garage. Sheltering inside was the garage's owner, Mike Claybrook.
The building just exploded, just like an atomic bomb went off. After the tornado had passed and we exited the building through the rubble, that's when we discovered a car with two people inside, that was smashed up against the side of my building. They were my next door neighbors, though I did not recognize them at that time. They were severely injured.
And I heard somebody say, "There's somebody under there." And they started moving things off. Beth was laying on my shoulder. Her head was on my shoulder. I tried to roust her. I shook her. I looked at her, and I finally got out from underneath her and tried to wake her, and I didn't get any response, so I knew that she was hurt terribly bad or that she was dead.
It was a very traumatic experience to have to go through, not realizing until after they're out of the car who it really was.
Beth Mitchell had died instantly from a broken neck. She was just 25 years old. The tornado proceeded to rip the heart out of Stoneville, reducing 85% of the town centre to rubble. Miraculously, only one other person was killed. The outcome could have been different if the school had received the warning 2 minutes earlier.
If we'd gotten the phone call at the school a little earlier to tell us that a tornado was headed our way, I don't think we would have left the school. We would have stayed there and taken cover with everybody else.
Tragically, each year in the United States, about 50 people lose their lives because of tornadoes. But it used to be a lot more, and one of the reasons it's going down is because of better prediction. But predicting tornadoes is not easy.
Currently, the most commonly used method of detecting tornadoes is Doppler radar.